What's up everybody, Wesley Malott here with another episode of
Review.
Today we're going to take a look at the Terminator. No, not the movie, I'm talking about this thing, which we'll dive into right after some sexy B-roll. The Terminator is an accessory mount and additional handle built specifically for the Ronin S. There is a version available for the Zhiyun Crane 2, which just mounts differently to the gimbal. Now, I don't know why Digital Foto decided to call this thing the Terminator, that's their prerogative, but let's just jump in and check this thing out. In the box, you'll find the Ronin S neck clamp, the handle, one Allen wrench, 3 screws, 2 mini bean magic arms, and a shoulder strap. The Terminator was really easy to put together. First, you want to slide the handle into the neck clamp. Then you'll use one of the provided screws to attach the handle to the neck clamp. Then you want to wrap the neck clamp around your gimbal just below the pan axis. Tighten that up and voila, you've got the Terminator. That was terrible. That was a poor Arnold. Now, it doesn't matter which way you mount the handle. You can mount it upwards like it is right now, or you can mount it downwards. It's all a matter of preference. Me personally, I don't like the way the handle feels in my hand when it's facing upward. I feel like it's a lot easier to slip out of my hand if it's facing this way. Also, depending on your specific balancing setup, the pan axis could be pushed all the way back so it's almost touching the handle. This, in essence, would make the handle unusable since you wouldn't be able to get your fingers through the gap. But if your pan axis is balanced somewhere in the middle, then this is not going to be an issue for you. Like I said, me personally, I do not like mounting the handle upward. It just feels awkward in my hands. I'm definitely more of a fan of mounting the handle so it's facing downward. Mounting it this way is much more comfortable in my hand, and it provides me with a sense of security that I'm not going to drop it. And I also don't have to worry about it preventing me from balancing the gimbal properly. And then the last thing is this shoulder strap, which is as easy as latching it onto the elbow of the handle. I'm a big fan of using the Terminator as an actual additional handle. The positioning is just much more comfortable in my hands and makes more sense ergonomically than other handles out there. As for mounting accessories to it, this is kind of where I don't like the Terminator. The neck clamp and handle are littered with 1/4 inch and 3/8 screw holes to mount microphones or external monitors. Mounting a microphone behind your camera is not a very good idea because you're going to pick up a lot more motor noise from your gimbal. Using the neck clamp holes to mount a monitor is either going to inhibit the movement of your pan axis or it's going to alter the way you use your controls. Mounting a monitor to the actual handle is going to limit the way you're able to use your hands to hold it. I would much rather my accessories be lower and off to the side so it's not affecting the way I would naturally grip the gimbal. So personally, I love using the Terminator as an actual handle, but I would much rather utilize something like the Digital Foto L bracket as an accessory mount. If you've ever operated the Ronin S for a lengthy amount of time, you know that the gimbal gets very heavy really quickly. So the inclusion of the shoulder strap is a huge bonus. This allows you to rest your gimbal in between takes, which is especially helpful if you have no flat surfaces where you can safely put your gimbal down. You can also use the shoulder strap to help stabilize your gimbal. Just make sure you're not introducing too much tension that could interfere with your gimbal's motors. The Terminator can be purchased at Amazon for $70, which in my opinion is kind of a steep price for this product. So it really depends on how you are going to use it to decide if it's worth the price tag or not. If you're going to use it solely as a handle like I personally would, then I would say to skip it. $70 is a lot of money just for an additional handle. However, if you don't have a preference on where you mount your accessories, or you're not really concerned with any of the issues that I brought up, then this is a super solid product that I would recommend purchasing. I provided a link to the Terminator in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. That's gonna do it for this week's episode. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below, and then tune in next week for another episode of
Review.
It feels a lot easier to slip out of my hand if it's facing this way.